Mars is going to disappear. Hey, curious kids, Kevin here. Today on A Place Called Space, I was asked, when will Mars be visible in the night sky? And I'm going to tell you. Seeing Mars in the night sky all depends on where the Sun, Earth, and Mars are in the solar system. The Sun is in the middle, and the planets orbit around it. Earth takes 12 months to go around the Sun, and Mars takes 23 months, since it's further away. So when we can see Mars is dependent on the motion within our solar system. How bright Mars is in the night sky depends on its distance from Earth. Jupiter, on the other hand, is always bright because of its size. I mean, it is huge. Jupiter's diameter is 140,000 kilometers, or 87,000 miles. You would have to line up more than 20 Marses next to each other to stretch across Jupiter. I've got a scale model here. This is the size of Jupiter if Mars was this big. Just that little dot. You'd have to have 20 of these to line up across Jupiter. Now Mars is just a little bit larger than half of Earth. So it's still quite small at 6,800 kilometers or 4,200 miles in diameter. So Mars's brightness is a factor of distance since it's a smaller planet. Earth and Mars are closer together when they line up on the same side of the Sun. This is called Mars being at opposition, and it occurs every 26 months. It makes sense that Mars is brighter when it's closer and dimmer when it's further away. It appears smaller from the distance and the reflected sunlight. That's how we see Mars, since it's not giving off its own light. And this is partially how Mars got its name as the god of war. Sometimes he rests, he's dimmer, and sometimes he grows fierce and is brighter in the night sky, and you see that fiery red. Now, the last time that Earth and Mars were at opposition, meaning on the same side of the Sun, was on October 6, 2020. Mars was just a short 62 million kilometers or 39 million miles away, which made it very bright in the night sky. Since then, Mars has been getting dimmer and less red and appearing lower in the sky, shifting towards the horizon. This is because it's falling or trailing behind Earth as they go around the Sun. Because Earth is shorter and closer, Mars is further away and takes longer. Eventually, Mars will actually disappear. Don't worry. It's not going to be gone for good. It's just going to be hiding behind the Sun. Now, this will occur from August 23rd to November 23rd of 2021. This hiding or being on the opposite side of the Sun is called being at conjunction. At this point, Mars will be 391 million kilometers or 243 million miles from Earth. Then, on November 24th, 2021, Mars will come out to play, but only in the very early morning right before the sun rises. You'll be able to see it looking southeast. Now Mars, it has a cycle. It's 15 to 17 years of how bright and how faint it gets. And this is because the orbits, or the paths that the planets take around the Sun, aren't perfect circles. Same with Earth. Earth isn't a perfect circle either. They're ellipses, or ovals. And those ovals move around the Sun too. So there are a lot of moving parts in our solar system. When Mars was in opposition, same side of the Sun, back in October 2020, it was 62 million kilometers away. And it'll be that close again on December 8th, 2022. But that's not the closest that Earth and Mars can be to each other. The shortest distance possible, when everything lines up, those ovals and where they are in the solar system, is 54.6 million kilometers or 33.9 million miles. And we almost saw that back in 2003. Mars was only 55.7 million kilometers away, or about 34.6 million miles. And that's the closest it's been in 60,000 years. And that'll happen again in the year 2287. That's a long ways away. So eat your vegetables, exercise, sleep well, do your chores, and listen to your parents so you can make it there. Now, on to trivia. The answer to last week's question of what is the name of the first artificial satellite is C. Sputnik. This week's question is, what country launched the first artificial satellite? Is it A, the United States, B, Russia, C, China, or D, Japan? Tune in next week to get your answer. Always, be curious.